Hello, this is Chris with PixelFreak.com. Today we're taking a look at Epic Raiders. So this is a game by Gameville, very similar to Battleheart. It's an action RPG, almost RTS-y type game. We'll go ahead and jump into it here. We'll take a look. So I've been playing this game now for, 4 hours or so. Got a pretty good idea on how the game works. Unfortunately, if you're not going to pay for anything, the game moves at a snail's pace. Not only that, but my first impression of this game was actually really poor. And that's because playing the game without money is hidden. Not because they're trying to hide it, but because everything, all the pay options are so in your face that to avoid the pay options is actually not really clear. Anyways, we'll go ahead and jump into my saved game here. So there's a few different worlds, and I'm still in the very first world. But I've gotten a really good grasp on how the game works. So this is it. This is the first world. You can see... Okay, so I just jumped into level 3 of the first world. Okay, so you have your guys here, and by selecting them and sliding, you can slide where do they go. By sliding over to an enemy, you begin to attack them. You have your healer here, and your healer, when sliding over to one of your guys, automatically heals. So if you've played Battleheart, this game, for all intents and purposes, this game is Battleheart. I imagine that they just cloned the game. They probably took Battleheart, thought, hey, this is a good model, and just recreated it. The graphics are, I mean, I like the character models. You can tell they put a lot of effort into those. But when it comes to the enemies, they're very low res. So it's kind of on the enemies. The sound effects and music are really good. It's beyond what Gameville has done up until this point. The music's really good. The sound effects are equally awesome. So yeah. So in addition to all this stuff, you also have skills in the upper right-hand corner. I can hit this one right here. And now I have super defense, even though I'm on such a lower level right now that they're not even damaging me. That's part of the problem with this game that I've found so far is that the advancement scale is so steep. When you go to play an old level, you'll find that they are very easy to finish. If you go just a little bit too far, it's very difficult. So here's one of the mechanics that I dislike. You get these boxes with each level that you beat. In order to open them, you have to have a key. Well, you can find keys in levels, but in addition to finding keys, you can just pay for them. And you can use the stars, which is your paid currency. I choose not to use my stars, and I'm not going to use my keys on these old crappy boxes either. I do have a few keys at this point. But in the beginning of the game, you start out, you have no keys. So the only way to open a box is to use your paid currency. So it's pretty lame. The box system's pretty lame. So when you beat a level, it'll dump you immediately into the store. So this is the store. So you got the stars. These are consumable items. You have your weapons, different armors, and these are sets of armors for your different characters. I think I can select my guys, yeah, and you can get full sets. And so that one's 900 stars. There's some pretty badass looking ones in here, but the problem is that there's so much money that it's just not even worth it. So let's say this particular, let's go with this one, 900 stars. This guy, this is my berserker or barbarian or whatever he is. 900 stars for that. So if I were to go to the star store, 900 stars is going to run me, over 10 bucks. So this is the major problem that I have with this game. The amount of money that the stars cost to get these different unlocked characters quickly or to buy sets of armor is astronomical. It's crazy the amount of money that things cost. This is a extortion of prices and an abusing of the freemium model. That being said, this is still a decent game, playing through it in a free way. But I really think that Gameville has kind of overstepped their bounds with this particular game, and they're asking too much money to do some of this stuff. And some of this, here we go, 100 stars for a shield that is 16 damage or 16 defense. Now I can't think of what mine is. I can go to my inventory. I've leveled mine up a little bit, but it's one I've just paid for with in-game currency. So it's twice as good, well, kind of. Mine's a rare shield, but it's about twice as good at the moment as my current shield. The problem is that that's 100 stars, and what was 100 stars again? A third of that. So we're talking a couple bucks almost for a shield that's not that much better than what I have right now. It would be attainable, like getting that high defense in my shield would be okay. I can do that by upgrading. So the way you upgrade your equipment, double click it, and you can equip ruins, which I don't have any ruins at the moment. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but you can go to the upgrades screen, and here's your upgrade screen. So this is one of the first ones that you'll notice that here you can add these little scrolls. Now I have scrolls. I don't want to add them though. It'll make it so when I level it up, there's no chance of failure. So this is kind of one of the crappier mechanics that Gameville has added into this game. If I take my little shield here and slide it over and try to upgrade it, it's going to pass or fail. If it passes, I get a level up, and then it'll go from 8 to probably 9 defense. If I fail, not only does it fail and I lose my 154 gold pieces, it's actually going to go down a level. So it's going to go down to 7, and I'm going to have to re-upgrade it. So let's see what happens. I failed to upgrade. The item has been broken and defense has been decreased by 50%. Awesome. So I broke the item. I actually have to repair it. That's not happened to me before. Would you like to repair it? Broken Fame Shield. The repair price is 50. So this is what I'm talking about. This is another one of those items that Gameville here is really extorting players for cash. So it's a decent game. I think that my approach on this game, and let's just go through, skills. My approach in this game is I'm going to leave this game as soon as I finish my review. I'm not going to play this game, and the reason is because I feel that Gameville has overstepped their bounds again, and that this is an unethical game. They're asking for too much money for a game. Battleheart is $3. You can play the entire game for $3. That is a perfectly fine way to do business. This is not. So skills are another thing that you can upgrade by double clicking on them. And this one, 200 gold to go to my next level. Let's see what happens. And I failed to upgrade there. So that's pretty awesome. I failed twice. So now my skill has actually gone down a level, so I'm less effective. Try it again. Oh my god, that is awesome. Failed again. So now I think I'm at level 1 of this skill. It's not possible to fail again. Went up. It went up. And did I ever make it to the next one? It failed to upgrade. So I actually ended up at a net of -1 there for upgrading. So you can see the awesome mechanism that Gameville has added here that is just going to frustrate you to no end. Sure, you can play old levels, like I have. I'll go back to the menu, go back in here. So you can see all these levels, I can play them again. And I get, depending on what level you're playing, anywhere from about 100 gold to about 500 gold for playing old levels. The problem is that as you can see just from me upgrading that skill, that cost me over 500 gold and I went backwards 1 level. So they're really trying to make it as frustrating as possible to play the game. Oh, here's a couple extra modes here in the bottom. I want to show you the PvP, but I also want to show you the dungeons. The dungeons, I'm not sure 100% what exactly these are. I don't care. I'm not sure 100% what these are because when you click on them and then you say battle, this requires network coupons, of which I've never acquired in the game, and it costs money to obtain. So because of that, anybody that doesn't want to pay even to try out the feature to figure out what it is, you can't. So you're locked out of that. I don't know what that is. Yeah. And there isn't a lot of explanation in the game what that is either. And PvP. PvP was kind of interesting. It seems as though what the game does is it takes a stamp of your guys, and there's different modes here. Let's just go to quick. It'll load up a set of characters for me to fight against, and if it looks insane, which that looks pretty damn insane, I'm not going to fight them. That's crazy. They have 4 guys and they're 4 levels above me. You can always hit back, which is kind of funny, because you can cherry pick which characters you're going to fight against. So this is an interesting set of guys. I should have... that might actually be a decent fight. So let's see how this goes. What I think it's doing is it's copying somebody's team, and then the computer fights them against me. So my team is also being uploaded all the time, and people are fighting against my team. I don't get losses. Wow, they're good. I don't get losses unless I actually lose here in this one. Come on, fight the same guy. Yeah, feel free, dude. Go ahead. Let's just kill the guy that's killing my healer. I'm doing really bad. I'm like all over the place with this fight. Goodness. So I obviously had messed up this fight pretty good, but I still won. Just probably because of my weapons upgrades, or my armor upgrades mostly, and my levels on them. So this will be the end of this. But I can tell from the movements of the guys that there is a lot of methodical movements here, and it goes from player to player, so it must be just an upload of a player's team, and then everybody fights against the player's team. And the cool thing about this is you get some paid items for fighting PvP. So you can actually earn things like the items that help you not fail when you're upgrading skills and armors and weapons. I picked up a few of those, which is kind of nice. Like this movement right here from the mage, going back and forth horizontally. That's programmed in. It's far too coincidental that everybody does that with their healer when their healer's the last character left. Awesome. Looks like we had a demo fail here because I didn't get my reward. It's kind of funny. I didn't get my reward for winning. Let's see if I can... I may have gotten something and it just didn't show me. I'm guessing that's what the case is. But anyway, so that's PvP. PvP is a way to get a few extra items. So overall, I think this is a good game. If you are the type of player that really wants to play just a free game, there's no way you're going to pay for anything, feel free. This game's going to take you forever and a day, and it's going to be very frustrating. Because of the ability to lose levels and things, it's going to be a very frustrating experience for you. That being said, this is probably one of the better Gameville games that I've played in terms of graphics and sound and just presentation overall. But I think that they realized that and then put additional pay mechanics into the game, enough so that I think this is the breaking point. This is the point, I think, where I would say, I'm not recommending you play this game. In fact, I would say don't ever install this, don't play this. And the reason being because the business model for this game is set up to really prohibit you from playing the game and make you want to pay. If someone were to try to recreate what a normal gameplay experience for any particular game would be by using money in this game, you can expect to pay about 20 bucks. So with that being said, take your 20 bucks, pocket 17 of it, take $3, go buy Battleheart, and enjoy a really good game. And just avoid this one altogether. Hopefully Gameville goes back to the drawing board and either recreates this game as a standalone pay model or actually scales back some of their freemium-ishness of this game so the game's a little bit more balanced, but until now I can't give my endorsement to go play this game. Until next time, this has been Chris with pixelfreak.com.